Welcome back to another one of Wet Canoe Dog videos. On this one, I'm going to unpack the pack that I use for my canoe trip, stuff that just came back on a couple days ago. I have no idea what we're going to find in here because I just threw everything together on the last night before I left. But stuffed into the top is a bottle of water from the Moose River. And I always like to bring back a little Boundary Waters water so I can pour it on my tomatoes. See if that helps them grow any better. Alright. Okay, now the pack, this was custom made for me by Duluth Pack up in Duluth, Minnesota. I had it made a special size to fit a basket, but I don't use the basket anymore because I'm trying to cut down on the weight. So let's unbox it, as they say, and see what we've got in here. A couple big double straps across the top. We'll pull down the shelter that usually sits on top, but I took that out already. I've got lots of plastic wrapper. Okay, now because I took so much food out, there was enough room for the shelter to ride inside. Okay, the other big item is the cook kit. I have an apron that I always wear when I eat to keep the food off myself. And it's from one of my favorite sites, Classic Camp Stoves. Inside I have the utensils that I brought. They're all military size, except for an old spoon that I've had for about 30 years that always goes along. And of course the pot gripper. And wrapped up in the apron, it all stays together. Alright, I've got 2 cups. One is mainly for measuring, but it's a backup. I always take backup stuff. Big coffee cup. This is the pot off a 123 Shiva stove, and I use that to make rice in. And for a quick water boil, I have one of these newer titanium pots. Dig a little deeper. A foil windscreen. I really like these heavy-duty aluminum ones. They stand up nice and they don't have any sharp corners. And pancake flipper, of course. And the lid for the 123 stove for making my rice. Okay, this is my favorite cook kit. It's for a Peak 1 stove from the Coleman people. Very hard to find, but I got a couple of these. The top part works really great for boiling small bits of water. And of course, the large one boils everything else. Inside of that fits a gas cartridge. Because this year, instead of taking a classic stove, all I went with is to save weight. Was this small Brunton gas head that weighs nothing. I usually take along a Peak stove, or I take one of my classic stoves, but not this year. And last but not least, inside the bag is the old water pot, and I've been using this since the 1980s. People say, well, that's a lot of weight, you know, that's a lot of stuff to take along. But it works really great, because this is what I use to fill up with water when I want to take a bucket bath at night, and just pour that right over my head, or just dipping water out of the lake where it's hard to pump from. Okay, the foil blanket that goes inside of the shelter for rainy days, and it's got a hole cut in it that I can put my stove into, so I don't have the stove on top of the foil. See what else I got. A couple of these plastic water bags. that are really great. The gas cartridges that I already used, always bring those back. This is the bear hanging rope. And this is a gift from a friend. What makes it so great is that it's sailboat cord, so it's very light, along with this teeny little sailboat pulley, which works better than anything I've ever found anyplace. It looks like one of the bow lines from the canoe ended up in there too. The old cookie box from the 1980s. I always like to take along some cookies, and they always go in this box. And that's something from the 1980s. Hey, let's see what else I got. Oh, looks like my personal wash-up kit ended up in there. And I like to put things in different sorts of bags. I can identify them by color. There was food inside of this one when I started out, but now it's got the old favorite frying pan, which hasn't been cleaned yet, but that's also a 1980s item, and I really like it because it has high size on it, and it's nice and big, and it really doesn't weigh that much. Keep digging here. Oh, fishing gear. Oh. And here's a big bag. I'm just going to dump this right on the ground and show you what's in it. This is another color-coded bag. There's the leather gloves that should go with the rope kit. Looks like I brought back 1, 2, 3 bags of Bisquick and the powdered milk for making bannock. I only made a couple bannock this year. The backup toilet paper. This has snacks in it. Looks like a used bag of cashews and a couple of the military ration squeeze cheeses, which I think are great. And let's dump this one out and see what's in here. Empty plastic bags. Everything goes in plastic bags. Tea bag. A pancake mix I didn't make. 2 Crocos, which I never felt I needed. A couple military ration brownies. I took 4. I only ate 2. A leftover cracker. Having to float into there. And leftover oatmeal. And a container of orange mix that is from Croatia. I got that just for a different taste. Okay. Another big bag. See, I got them color coded. And inside of this one, I've got the little container with the leftover crackers in them. This is a breakfast bag, and it has the leftovers and the oil for cooking with. Margarine that I put in these little containers. Empty sugar. And this is the peanut butter and jam containers. And I only ate about half my jam this year, but I did finish off 2 packages of peanut butter. Empty strawberry container, unused bacon, the brown sugar for the oatmeal. Keep going, see what we can find. Oh, see what's in this bag. Unused rice from breakfast. Basically a breakfast meal that has tomatoes, rice, bacon, coffee, and the powdered egg. And a tiny little bit of sugar that I brought back. And this nifty thing, which I'm going to show more of later at the Classic Camp Stove site, is a Coleman LP gas cartridge that I found laying back in the woods. It's one of those rare ones with the rubber top on it. It's so rusty, and it's marked 69 cents on the top. It's obviously been laying back in the woods for at least 30 years. Okay, keep digging. See what I can find here. Here's a big bag. Oh, it's garbage. This is all my garbage. Whew. A couple days in a bag, it smells like garbage too. Another unused gas cartridge. I always bring all those out. We're getting down toward the bottom here. Spare water bottle. Paper towels. Empty plastic bags. Another foil windbreak. I'm gonna dive in here. See what I got here. There's some garbage in the bottom. Salt, more butter, some sand from Wolf Beach, where a couple of years ago Barb and I found lots of wolf tracks. Back to that beach. We'll pull this out of here. See what else floated into here. The last of the gas cartridges. Another big bag. See what's in this one. Garbage. Garbage. That's right, all the garbage went pretty deep. More garbage, including the empty Tang bottle. Oh gosh, a wet pair of socks. Gotta get those in the wash. What they got in there? More garbage. You're not allowed to burn your garbage in the boundary waters. It all has to come out. And another garbage. See, that's all got to come out. That all ends up at the bottom. That looks like about it. And it looks like one more garbage. Okay, so there it is. This is all ring backs that were in the food bag from the boundary water trip. A lot of garbage, a few leftover meals, but not much, and plenty of odds and ends. So there it is. I hope you got a laugh out of that. You can see how much goes in, how much comes out. All right. So let's take these wet socks and throw them in the wash.